actually happens when surgeons remove a damaged spinal disc and replace it with a mechanical implant. How is the damaged disc removed? And how can an artificial disc restore spacing while still allowing controlled spinal motion? The operation centers on one disc space between two cervical vertebral bodies, beside the spinal cord and exiting nerve root. The natural disc contains an outer annulus fibrosus around the inner nucleus pulposus, between the vertebral endplates. Degeneration can reduce disc height, while herniated material or osteophytes may narrow the space around nearby neural structures. Surgeons approach the cervical spine from the front, carefully exposing the affected disc space while protecting surrounding structures. Instruments remove the diseased disc material from between the vertebrae, creating the space needed for neural decompression and reconstruction. If compression is present, surgeons also remove the offending disc or bony material until the affected nerve or spinal cord has adequate space. The surgeon then prepares the opposing vertebral endplates so the artificial disc can sit accurately within the reconstructed space. Restoring disc height can enlarge the narrowed space and relieve mechanical crowding around the affected neural structures. With compression relieved, symptoms such as radiating arm pain, numbness, tingling, or weakness may improve depending on the underlying nerve injury.
It starts right here in the forearm and goes all the way down into these three fingers. It feels like pins and needles, completely numb.
Severe or progressive neurological symptoms require careful evaluation because prolonged neural compression can potentially cause lasting functional problems.
Artificial disc replacement is not suitable for everyone, so imaging, symptoms, bone quality, and other conditions guide patient selection. The artificial disc is inserted into the prepared space, with its end plates positioned against the opposing vertebral end plates. Once seated, the implant restores separation between the vertebrae and provides a controlled mechanical interface at the operated level. Unlike fusion, an artificial disc is designed to permit controlled motion at the treated level while maintaining appropriate separation. The intended result is decompression, restored disc space height, and a stable prosthesis that preserves motion rather than deliberately fusing the level. Persistent neck pain, numbness, or weakness deserves medical evaluation. Only a qualified spine specialist can determine the appropriate treatment.